Hi there, it's Kelly Jan, and I have had several of you who have come to me and you've had questions about commission qualification, about subscriptions, about what does it really mean when you're an ambassador, and do you have to be at 100 PV, what counts towards your 100 PV, and where can you find all of that information in your back office. So I wanted to take some time today to explain that to you. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is what does it mean when you've become an ambassador with Plexus? You have paid an annual enrollment fee of $40, and that pays for you to get the wholesale price for an entire year, so 12 months rolling from the time that you joined. And it also pays for you to have this amazing website. Now, you may or may not decide that you want to share Plexus with others, but if you choose to, then you're going to get some cash back from Plexus, if you will, in the form of bonuses and in commissions. But in order to qualify for those bonuses and commissions, you have to be what is called commission qualified. Now, commission qualified means that you have at least 100 PV going through your Plexus account. Now that 100 PV can come from your personal orders, or it can come from orders of your preferred or retail customers. Some of you are a little confused and you thought that the orders from the ambassadors that you have signed up count towards your 100. Well, now that they have their own website, those orders are going through their website, not yours, and that is counting towards their 100 PV. So how do you know how much PV you have? So let's talk about that first. When you log into your back office, you'll see either your face or your initials up in the top right-hand corner, and you'll see virtual office. So you're going to want to click that. The joys of technology, having to wait on the internet. While this is loading in your back office, and when you click on virtual office, that is where you can go to see how much PV you have. You'll be able to pull up your customers. You'll be able to pull up your ambassadors. That's how you get to the training center. But the first page that opens up is called My Dashboard. You can see what your current PV is, which is right here in the middle in yellow. So at this time, my current PV is 247. And again, that could come from my personal purchases, or that could come from purchases of any customers that I have, whether they're retail customers or preferred customers. In order to receive a commission or to be eligible to receive a commission from Plexus, you need to have at least 100 PV, and that starts over every month. So hopefully that is very clear to you. I'm going to talk in a minute about how those commissions are calculated. But while we're on this page, I want you to look over to the left, and that's My Subscription. So My Subscription, you can see it says on. If I did not have a subscription in place, it would say off. And it says that my next order date is the 15th of the month, and you can see that that is worth 369 PV. Now, there are a couple of different ways that you can set up your subscription. So I want to show you how you can go see what is in your subscription. You can actually click My Subscription from right here on this green, in this green area. You can go up to your little face up here and click on My Account. So I'm actually going to do that just so it shows you, I can show you where it takes you, because you can access other things other than your subscription in the account section. You can see your profile. You can see all of the addresses that you have on file. You can see your payment information. So if you need to update your credit card, you can see your order history. You can click and it'll show you what your website is. So if you need to share your site with someone, you can go here and see what that is if you've forgotten. And you can also click on My Subscription. So right now I have two subscriptions in place. One is a subscription that will go through annually for my $39.95 annual membership fee. Obviously, I want that in place because I want to know that I'm always going to be eligible to have an account with Plexus and that that's always going to be current. And then over on the left, you can see that I have the subscription that we talked about, that we saw from the dashboard. And you can see this word conditional. I'm going to click into the subscription and explain to you what conditional means. When you first sign up to be a Plexus ambassador, and we'll just use the triplex as an example, you receive 3 products that you guys are all seeing my address, so hopefully that will remain with you. But you can see in the subscription that it's conditional. When you signed up with Plexus, you received an automatic unconditional backup order, because we're going to assume that when you order products with Plexus, you get a 30-day supply. And so after 30 days, you don't want to run out. And so that needs to automatically come to you. So that's an unconditional order. It comes to you unconditionally. Now, for me and my family, there are 5 of us in our family that take all different products. I'm also selling some of my products to people for 7-day trials. So sometimes I need different things. And so I have my subscription checked off to be conditional. What does that mean? Let's look on this little I. It says only send this subscription to stay commission qualified with 100 PV. So if it came about that it was the 15th of the month and I did not have 100 PV, this subscription would send. Because as we saw, I already have over 100 PV, this subscription is never going to ship. So I don't need to worry about what's in it because it's not going to ship. Hopefully that is clear. If you need more clarification for that, please reach out to your upline or to me and we can explain that more. If you don't have 100 PV that goes through your account in any given month, it doesn't mean that your Plexus account goes away. It doesn't mean that you're no longer eligible to receive the best price on the products. It just means that you're not eligible to receive any commissions from Plexus in that given month. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about how your commissions are calculated. So you can see here, talks about 15% versus 25%. So when you get commission qualified, that's that first 100 PV that you have. And then everything up to 499 PV, you receive a 15% commission. So in this example, it's showing you that if you have 450 PV, we're going to take out that first 100 that makes you commission qualified, and you're receiving a 15% commission on that 350 PV. So in this example, that is $52.50. Now, once you get to 500 PV, we're still going to take out that first 100, but now you're making a 25% commission. So now instead of getting $52.50, with only 50 more PV, you're making almost double the commission. So that's why if you have somebody that is in your group that reaches out to you and says, hey, you're really close to 500 PV, let's see if we can help you get another customer, because it's really going to make a big difference on your commission check. You can see right here how that math is done. I've also had a couple of you reach out to me and say, hey, I had 100 PV. I know I'm commission qualified, but my commission was only like $2. Well, part of that is maybe you had just over 100 PV, and so you're only getting a 15% commission on everything that's over 100. So if you had 110 PV, you're making a 15% commission on $10. And again, hopefully that's clear as well. Okay, guys, I'm going to wrap up this tutorial. If you have questions, of course, reach out to me, reach out to someone in your upline, and we can help you. But hopefully that clears up any questions about what it means to be commission qualified, how to set up your subscription or edit it in your back office, and the difference between a conditional and an unconditional backup order or subscription. Thanks, guys, and have a great rest of your day.